When you're insulin resistant, that is, you've got metabolic syndrome, pretty much every chemical in the body is not quite right. Some are up, some are down, few are actually at physiologically normal levels. Traditionally, the focus is on the big guns, sugar, insulin, and cholesterol. In this series, we take a look at some of the other players, who they are, what they're up to, and how they're part of the state of insulin resistance. In this video, we feature endotoxin. In metabolic syndrome, endotoxin is fractionally up. We're talking somewhere between 3 to 5 times higher than normal. This contrasts with the situation of sepsis, which is when you have a raging, uncontrolled infection. Under these circumstances, endotoxin levels can be 100 times higher than normal. And in this situation, calling it a toxin is an accurate description. Sepsis is life-threatening. The immune system is in an absolute frenzy, and the frenzy can create lots of collateral damage. But at 3 to 5 times higher, the situation is different. The immune system is on alert, but it won't be behaving as an out-of-control maniac. The polite way to describe the immune system's temperament is metabolic endotoxemia. It's a toxic situation, but going so far as to describe the chemical as a toxin is probably a bit melodramatic. The chemical in question is actually part of the cell wall of one of the tribes of bacteria that live in the gut. When it's part of a gram-negative bacteria's anatomy, it's referred to as lipopolysaccharide, or LPS for short. The little guys need it to keep themselves together, and they shed it into the gut on a continuous basis. It's estimated that at any given moment in time, there's about 1 gram of LPS inside the gut. Its presence is not a big deal. In fact, it's quite useful. It alerts our immune system to the presence of bacteria and ensures the necessary defenses and precautions are in place, allowing for a peaceful coexistence between man and beast. Where things get tricky is items move from inside the gut into the body. Now, most of the time, the items are useful. Think sugar, caffeine, and calcium. But less desirable things can make the trip. LPS is one such item. It arrives in the liver, and its presence makes the liver immune cells nervous. But generally speaking, it's quickly cleared up and things return to normal, except in people who are insulin resistant. Small amounts of LPS slip past the defenses, leaving the immune system a bit twitchy. The term that describes this is low-grade inflammation. Low-grade inflammation makes for bad body chemistry. It's implicated in most age-associated diseases. Now, the question that arises is, well, why? Why do the defenses fail? There are a couple of possibilities. First, the defenses in the gut aren't working properly. The second possibility is there's just too much of the wrong kind of LPS in the gut, overwhelming the normal defenses. And the third possibility is that the intestinal barrier is more leaky than usual. That is, it's allowing more LPS through, overwhelming the normal defenses. Now, there is science to support all three, and no doubt about it, high insulin levels are a contributing factor. So, the take-home message: you've got to do what you can to keep your gut strong and healthy. So, how do you go about doing this? Well, the place to start is to watch the when and the what you consume, and to cultivate the right microflora. Substances that can be particularly problematic include gluten, alcohol, and food additives. Here are a few of the references I've used to tell the endotoxemia story. LPS is just one of hundreds of chemicals in the body that are amiss when you're suffering from metabolic syndrome. Subscribe to our channel to learn more about some of the other players in our ups and downs of insulin resistance series. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.